everybody. Hopefully it's been a relaxing Sunday for you. Hello. How y'all doing? Hopefully y'all had a good, easy evening or whatever. I need to clean this room. This is the next space. I've been taking my time and cleaning and doing laundry. I rearranged my closet. Now I gotta do my shoes. I think that's your nephew. Okay. Hey. Hola, everybody. I ain't cleaned up this room because I had to vacuum. Just do the stuff I always do because I get on here with y'all and I get lost in time and then I be tired and want to go get my bed and I don't be productive and I don't like that. So I got to get back to doing that too. Missed a few classes. Hey, well, not you. You technically never really miss class if you can go back and rewatch it. No, you technically don't. What is in the... Listen here. I need to vacuum in here. It's coming. After I get off here with y'all, this room is the next room I'm attacking. Because, baby, I was just throwing my clothes in there on my shelving unit in there. I wasn't putting the pants with the pants. I was just folding the laundry and putting it in there. I said no. I took my time and rearranged that whole shelf in my closet because I got that shelving thing in there. And yeah, put my purses back where they go, put shoes up. That's the next thing in the top of that closet too, because y'all niece came and rearranged my Jenga, and so I had to redo it, but that's fine. I don't have no problem with that. But I told her next time I'm gonna pull the shoes out if I'm letting you get in there, because y'all don't ever put my stuff back. She said you told me not to, yeah, because you was about to make it more of a mess. I would just want you out of my closet. Daughters are a different species. I've been cleaning like an expectant mama prepping for her baby. Yup. That's it. I don't know why. That's exactly what I feel like. Yup. Just getting everything in order, making sure I know, like, just even in my room, you know what I mean? Because it's been a little bit of clutter. You hear me? And I'm like, nah, I gotta get up and get this together because, hey, you just sit down from cleaning. Oh, so we all on the same thing then. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Good. Great. Because, honey, I had a crazy dream last night. Woke up, journaled it, went back to sleep for about an hour or two, got up, and that's what I've been on. I got to go in there and oil my cast iron skillets here in a minute. I got one and remember I told you I said I'm going to get on here with y'all and I'm going to forget to put that dang load in the dryer, and I did, so I got to rewash it. Not that it don't stink just yet, but I don't play that. I just going to rewash it and get that in the dryer so I can get to my stuff. So we all on the same thing. That's crazy. That is crazy. Absolutely nuts. Y'all don't think that's crazy? That we all on the same thing? Everybody getting up, tidying up, making sure everything's straight, reorganized and stuff. Oh, to my people that are near places where there is a lake or a river, please do not wait. Go to Lowe's and get y'all some of them black and yellow things. They be like $10, $12. They might have went up a little bit, but it has been. That's why I didn't rush back on here last night. You've been cleaning and purging things. Me too. That's so crazy. Who said we ain't family? We ain't even called nobody and said, girl, what you doing cleaning up? We just all get up doing it. For the last week, it seems like or 2 weeks maybe. But think about this. For my folks that's in places where there's rivers and stuff, adding more items to my bag. Come on. That's confirmation for me getting one today. Okay. Yeah, I need y'all to get as many of those as you can headed to the garage later. Okay. The tubs, the black and yellow tubs, they be having it like Lowe's. They be black and red, all different colors, like the Christmas storage container things. But them ones, they got a thing where you can put locks in them. And I just use zip ties. I zip tie mine down. Like I put zip ties in all the things so that it can keep it. So like water and stuff really can't get in there that much. They're easily stackable because, as y'all can see, they playing with people's lives. So if you can have those stacked up, okay. I need y'all need to be on that like ASAP. ASAP. If you ain't realized, they just pushing people to certain areas. Get your stuff, which is so crazy. When I tell you my daddy be on it, nigga, my daddy be on it. Oh. Remember these? Remember these? Happy Saturday, y'all. Oh my God. It is flooded out here in Central Texas. We just got a notice that we need to evacuate my apartment. Now, those of y'all that follow me, y'all know that I come out here on my patio often, and I show you where the deer and stuff are down there. He making rounds. He making rounds. He making rounds. But this is a river. We live in between two rivers, and this river is flooded. That is high. Like normally, I want to say that this is probably a good 12 feet above ground or more. Thankfully, we up here on the second floor, but the rain is continuing to come. It's supposed to rain all day, and it's getting pretty crazy. We are getting flooded out. I'm talking about seriously. It is bad. Look at that. The flooding is flooding, and it ain't nothing to play with. I know you saw what that looked like. The water was up to the top of the trees. They look like bushes. I believe it too, Tabitha. There was an officer and his girlfriend from here that went there and is among the missing. Interesting. And the emergency people ain't coming. I don't care if you don't live in an area where it normally floods. You need to have some type of life rafts or some type of floaty devices for you and your children just in case.
y'all heard this yet? Y'all need to listen to this. Department of Defense abruptly shutting down its satellite data delivery program, and it's sending meteorologists scrambling. There are going to be cases this year when certain warnings are delayed because of this. It might mean that evacuations get delayed because of this. And you could lose lives because of this. This is a huge deal, especially when you consider the fact that we are just getting into hurricane season. We haven't even reached the peak of hurricane season. The forecasters say they are extremely concerned. And that's because they're only going to receive about half the data they're used to, which makes it problematic when you think about accuracy as well as tracking a hurricane in real time. As you take a look at the video from previous hurricane seasons, starting Monday, June 30th, the Department of Defense is going to stop ingesting, processing, and transmitting real-time microwave data collected aboard 3 weather satellites. Meteorologists say this is going to severely impede and degrade hurricane forecasts for this season and...
What y'all think about that? Did we talk about it? That they're not going to tell you before? So you need to have all your stuff to where, hey, if it's floating away, you have it labeled and you have it zip tied to where when you go looking for your stuff, if you can find it, you can identify it. If you live in a 2nd-story building or a 3rd-story building, you need to have an emergency ladder. So ain't nobody having to jump and hurt themselves. You have children and you have an upstairs, downstairs, whatever. You need to have an emergency ladder. You need to have some type of floaty device, a raft. If you got to get 5 of them and string them together, that's what you need to do. You hear me? Just came in the door and it looked like Armageddon. Weather chaos from the Lord of Rings. Listen, Mari. Y'all seen the ground opening up over there in Japan? Just cracking open. And then in Hawaii somewhere the whole road then went out or something. And it's just lava spewing everywhere. Y'all seeing this? It's rivers in places it shouldn't be rivers. It's volcanoes erupting that haven't erupted in a very long time. The ground is literally cracking open, trembling and shaking. It's snowing in June in places. You said I'm in Texas and there was no warning. Sean, did we talk about it? Sean, did we talk about it? I said they want y'all to be caught off guard. These are plans we need to have in place right now because they're not going to tell us, but they're going to know. Okay, so they going to know the storm is coming, but we not going to know. They going to know the tornado is coming, but we not going to know. I just met a lady today. I gave her your channel. She said God told her to prepare. Listen, I don't understand why everybody's so ignorant to what's going on. Everybody care about Diddy, but not paying attention to the weather. Come on. Come on. You said it didn't even show up on the meter. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. My friend, when they were going camping and fishing, they started putting air tags on their kids and stuff, wearing just in case this. All of that. Now, how many of y'all went and watched the documentaries about Hitler? I want some baked chicken today. Hold on. How many of y'all watched the documentaries? I do with some onions and bell peppers. Hold on. Just wait 1 minute, y'all. I'm about to eat. With some cauliflower rice and some broccoli. Just greedy. Sorry. The lady said her little boy said God was talking to him. She didn't know what to do. I told her what you taught us. Listen, answer prayers. This part. Listen, cause I ain't ate nothing since yesterday, so I'm thinking I'm gonna go on and bake that chicken. It's just a whole bunch of them, Pumpkin. You gotta go looking. There's a ton of them. There's not one specific one. They're everywhere. Um, do you guys remember the name of one of the most famous camps in those documentaries? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I think I bought some glory greens. I'm just gonna go on and put them to work. I was gonna make me some egg rolls, so I still might go to the store and get me some egg roll wraps. Auschwitz. Interesting. Well, yeah, that part. I need some Sunday dinner today. Okay.
Alligator Alcatraz my ass. It's alligator Auschwitz. That's what that is. Follow the money. You might find human experiments down in Florida, y'all, if y'all follow the money. If your alligator Alcatraz Auschwitz cost $450 million for some bunk beds and some chain link fences on a slab of concrete, then you up to some suspicious shit. Human brain neuroscience, Palantir, and their healthcare data contracts for $443 million with the CDC. Let's play the game of Jeopardy. Here's your categories and clues. Who owns Neuralink, and why does the University of Miami tour with human brain implant technology trials? At the same time, we're collecting migrants off the streets and housing them in this concentration camp down in Florida. What does artificial intelligence and brain chips neuroscience have to do with Ron DeSantis vetoing the bill that won't allow patients to sue their doctors for medical malpractice? Truth has no party. Be well. Alligator Alcatraz my ass.
Did we talk about it? I had to do an entire research paper on Auschwitz. Auschwitz in high school. I'm 43 now, so yeah. Okay. Y'all heard all that? What y'all think about it, family? What y'all think about that? So, 3.5 years ago, when this crazy lady that none of you knew personally said, listen, if you want to know what's going to happen shortly, I need you to go watch all of the documentaries that you can about World War II and Hitler and the Jews. Do you guys remember me asking you to do that? Huh? For real. I said, please, if you don't believe me, I just need you to go watch this. And then as it starts to happen, and as you start to see it, just come back and tell me what you see. Do you see it? With your own eyes. Do you hear it with your own ears? Everything that y'all crazy teacher on TikTok that don't even got a teaching degree ask y'all to watch, you are now watching on the news. And I said, if they tell you about it on the news, it's already too late. It is. It's already too late if that's what they doing. Y'all remember? This part. Huh? Are we watching people be carted off? We are. And the world is watching. We watching families be separated and everything. So everything that God told us was for a reason. Whether people believe it or not, God was warning the world of what was going on. Because I wasn't the only one saying stuff. It was other people. that was saying stuff too. Other people that was saying we need to pay attention. And everybody's like, I don't, you're killing my vibe. I want to go watch a mukbang. Right? Right. There's so many books in this house. Okay. Just leave it. That looks a little better, right? It's gonna have to. Okay. So, I know y'all saw this already, but I think it's important as well.
Well, starting today, July 5th, every American has a digital file. And no, you did not sign up.
Did I say this? Have I been telling y'all this right here? That they're collecting information. Be careful what you say online. If you got certain people that you are following and certain content and whatever, you'll probably want to get it down. Y'all remember me saying that to y'all? Anybody? Be careful what you search in certain things because they're paying attention. When I was telling people the reason that they hid our survival list is because of what is happening right now. People try to make it like I thought I was bigger. I said, no, I just understand. Never mind. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go.
Now, your social media, your likes, your reposts, everything is all being tracked. A company called, well, starting today, July 5th, every American has a digital file. And no, you did not sign up for it. Now, your social media, your likes, your reposts, everything is all being tracked. A company called Palantir, which works with U.S. government agencies like ICE and DHS, has built massive AI databases. Now, their tech pulls info from public.
Who remembers when I first came on here that I told y'all that the documents from my first business, a lot of the stuff that I had to deal with had DHS and CBP on the top of them. I actually showed y'all some of those documents. Y'all remember this? When I first started, and I was showing y'all Department of Homeland Security and Customs and Border Patrol, because the business that I did was international business. And so there were certain documents and stuff that I used to have to file when my stuff was coming over here. Y'all remember this? Anybody? So when folks was telling me I didn't know what I was talking about the data collection and all of this stuff, okay, right, I don't. Oh, okay, here we go. You heard who we said. DHS, Department of Homeland Security. Okay? Oh, okay. Let's run it back just a little bit.
Act, a company called Palantir, which works with U.S. government agencies like ICE and DHS, has built massive AI databases. Now, their tech pulls info from public records, social media, and even apps tied to your phone number. So if you have ever used Facebook, Instagram, or made an account with your real phone number, your data is probably already in it. Now, these systems are already being used for surveillance.
Did we talk about it? Did we? Remember? I said people are not going to be able to not send messages, and this is how they're going to find who all they know. Remember I told you that's why I don't go live with people. I normally don't go live with folks, and when I go places, I try not to go live with others. Facebook sent me $40 a few months ago about a data breach. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Immigration enforcement and predictive policing. And it's not super clear, y'all, what protections people actually have, especially if you're an immigrant in it. Now, these systems are already being used for surveillance, immigration enforcement, and predictive policing. And it's not super clear, y'all, what protections people actually have, especially if you're an immigrant or out here on a visa. Now, Palantir's been in contracts with Homeland Security for years. This is how digital surveillance works in 2025. And most people have no idea that their data could even be used this way. This is why people are starting to sound the alarm. Your data is power, y'all. And right now, that power is being used to track, profile, and decide who gets targeted. Stay alert and stay aware, folks. Well,
talked about all of that. Did we not at the beginning of this when I was telling everybody, don't say everything just because you know sometimes you just need to know. Be careful how you type things. Learn another way to say it. Because it could cost them folks coming to your house, your life, and a lot of other things. And you'll put other people at risk because you got to say everything you know and do everything and all of this. See, I remember this. This is a life lesson that folks used to get mad. I'm grown. You can't. Oh, okay, well, be grown over there. Because just because you don't know what's coming don't mean I'm about to sit here and let you put me at risk because you want to just keep doing whatever you want to do. And there's other people that need this information. So if you just worried about you getting it and then when you can't get it, you want to try to get me blocked, go away. Oh, okay. You said Capital One had a major breach. Listen. All of our stuff left a couple months ago. People forget that. All the passwords and all of that stuff. This, did we not? Okay. Who remembers the class where I said, listen, in order for them to push this new ID, they're going to have to say, we have to validate that it's you or prove that it's you because of fraud. Identity, fraud, and theft. Who remembers me saying this? This is how they about to push that right on into, we know it's you if it's in your body. We know that you purchased it because we tracked you from where you went, so we know that you got it. Okay. Now, all of these passwords have been taken. American passwords have been taken. Passwords to Facebook, passwords to bank accounts, passwords. Why would they take passwords? They would take passwords if you said, and they had a major they had major breaches all last year and even into this year. Okay. Did we talk about it? I said they're going to use identity fraud. What are they using? Sony didn't got hit. PlayStation didn't got hit. All the big, all money being taken out of people's accounts. Everything. All the stuff that would make people say, I need to know for sure that, you know, this is me or that's you or whatever else. With a wearable device. You said 6 billion people and pretty much every company got jacked. Oh, okay. Here we go. I bet the people that I was like, please take your money out of the bank, just leave in there what you need for your bills. I hope that some of them people that came in our class wasn't none of those folks that their accounts and stuff got hit. You said I've changed cars 6 times in 2 months. Oh, okay. Auntie, so when God was telling us to take the money out, do you think that was him? I just had to get a new card for my account. Just got hit. Oh. Y'all remember somebody was in here arguing with me about not taking their money out. I just was saying that. It ain't even been 2 weeks. Hurry up and get your money out of there. Stocks, bonds, all of it. Get it if you want to be able to have it and go get what you need. You said, what's so funny is nothing was in my account. This part, Auntie. Come on. Spend our moms down to her last before she passed because we talked about it. Interesting. And what companies and websites was breached? All kinds, nephew. All kinds. Because they got passwords. You got to think. People that make money like on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or whatever, you got to think. If they got your password, you see what I'm saying? They got access to them funds over there. They got access to your bank card information. And that's why, remember I kept telling y'all, like the Temu thing and TikTok, it would never let me, like, it would never let me. What I miss? To yours, Mari? You said even the apps that are supposed to be encrypted like Signal ain't safe no more. I think I read what you said, nephew. I read that part. I read the first part, nephew. Unless I missed one. You said and they had major breaches all last year and even into this year. Now you know they playing with it because that's I read that part. The website one. So then they didn't let you put it in here. They must have deleted it. You gotta type it again. It ain't in here. Here they go with this BS. There were banks and social media companies and service providers. It was bad, but I barely heard anything about it. Oh, I know. And now they playing with our comments. Hey, Day. Go on and post it again, nephew, and see if they do it. We can't go nowhere. Wi-Fi is not safe either. I know. Yeah. You see they watching you through your box. But when I was saying that, folks was calling me crazy. I said, just fine. It is what it is. I'll be the crazy lady. I will be the crazy lady. I'll be her. It's fine. Because all the stuff we talked about is happening right now. They watching us through our devices. And who remembers me talking about Meet the Robinsons? Y'all remember what happened in that movie? All the devices came alive and was trying to attack the people. And alerting the bad guys where people was and where they was hiding because they could scan the room. You mean like our Wi-Fi boxes do right now? The lady I met today said her telly be watching her. It's the truth. I'll be trying to tell y'all. Our Wi-Fi was out all day yesterday and our phones couldn't make or receive calls all day. It's like someone shut off all the signals. Yep, they have trackers already installed in your Wi-Fi box. They can track your movements. They just announced, or rather admitted to the tech. The tech can map your entire house. I was trying to tell y'all this. I kept getting emergency use only on my cell. Me too. I be trying to tell y'all. I've been telling y'all for a minute. My phone been tripping. For a minute. I told y'all me and my daughter couldn't hear each other. It was like we was both. I just reset mine earlier. I had 74 devices connected to my internet, nephew. Did I put it back on the shelf? I think I did. Hold on. I did. It's right there. Walking like an old lady because I don't want to trip myself on this bed. Listen, did we talk about it? Can I read this to you? Can I read it to y'all, even though y'all got it in your house? Can we read it? How many of you learned about this book 3 years ago when you came here? Or however long, 2 years ago? How many of you learned about this book here? For real. I'm about to show you something. Anybody that learned about this book here at WOIU? If you already knew it, you did, Miss Howard, Miss Garcia. You. Okay. Now, okay, look here. Just listen. The revival of the Roman Empire under the guise of the European Union. The globalist plans for a one world government. The threat from big government and its assault on your on your privacy and personal freedom. On your privacy and personal freedom. Living in a surveillance society where our phone calls are monitored. The rise of Russian imperialism. The agenda, the secret agenda, behind the PLO, the Israeli Peace Agreement. The secret agenda behind the PLO, the Israeli Peace Agreement. The danger of new inquisition against Christians and Jews. The coming economic crash, the cashless society, and the financial conspiracies during the last days. The plans for a national identification system and the 666 mark of the beast. Does this sound like this book has been written recently? And it's 30 years old. Excuse me, its first published edition was 1994, so 31. And then a new edition in 1995, so still 30. 30 years ago. 30. Famine and economic disasters? What? The role religion will play in the coming world government? The role of religion in the coming world government. Interesting. And this is why I was crazy. Can we read this? Let's read it. You ready? Worldwide famine. In Revelation 6:5, John described his vision of the horrible famine in the last days. And I looked, and behold, a black horse, and he who sat on it had a pair of scales in his hand. The scales represent famine, and the prophet explains that a day's wages will only buy enough wheat or barley to feed the workman, not his family. Sound familiar? Because it ain't got as bad as it's going to get just yet. We're going to keep going. Okay. Here we go. Woo. The United Nations claims that over 30 million in Africa are at a risk of dying from the most devastating famine in this century. Despite the great advances in food production and storage techniques, more people are starving today than any other time in history. Now, this was 30 years ago. Excuse me. The UN estimates that 1 billion people are in danger of starvation, while another billion lack proper nutrition. North American food reserves, grain and corn, are at the lowest level in 16 years. This was 30 years ago. Wheat reserves are at a 45-year low as our government sends food to Russia, Bosnia, and Somalia. With the massive changes in world weather patterns, With the massive changes in world weather patterns, we may witness famine in the future in countries that felt themselves immune to hunger. Sound familiar? No. Okay, let's keep going. Jesus prophesied that the last generation will witness the greatest earthquakes in history. Also, Ezekiel, Zechariah, Haggai, and Revelation predicted awesome earthquakes preceding the Messiah's appearance. Jesus declared that these earthquakes will occur in various places. Huge earthquakes are now occurring in places that have never previously experienced this activity. Now, this book sounds like it should have been written this year. Hold on, what does it say? It says enormous forces are accumulating deep beneath the massive tectonic plates supporting the continents. As I am finishing the final editing of this chapter on January 17th, do y'all remember me telling y'all about my dream that I had January 17th of 2013 about the Boston bombing and all of that? And then 6 weeks later it happened. But during that time, I also had a dream that I fell into the earth because the ground opened up. And I was standing by my car and I fell in because the ground opened up. It was like an earthquake. And then I fell on a plateau and I tried to get out because I was about to plummet down into the earth. Y'all remember this? It's so funny that in 1994. Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. Interesting. All right. That's crazy. As horrifying evidence of satanic influence today, interesting. Red China, according to the Chinese University in Hong Kong, is selling expensive kidneys, hearts, and other organs of executed prisoners for organ transplants to the wealthy. In Brazil, a judge reported that young homeless children are kidnapped and taken to clinics where they are killed. The organs are then implanted into wealthy foreign clients who refuse to wait for a normal donor organ. These stories sound like something out of a late night horror movie, but they are tragically true. The love of many people is becoming cold as ice as the basic love and respect for God's laws disappears. Does that sound familiar? Ain't that what that man just said on what's the name? Isn't this what he just said?
Alligator Alcatraz my ass. It's alligator Auschwitz. That's what that is. Follow the money. You might find human experiments down in Florida, y'all, if y'all follow the money. If your alligator Alcatraz Auschwitz costs $450 million for some bunk beds and some chain link fences on a slab of concrete, then you up to some suspicious shit. Human brain neuroscience, Palantir, and their healthcare data contracts for $443 million with the CDC. Let's play the game of Jeopardy. Here's your categories and clues. Who owns Neuralink and why does the University of Miami tour with human brain implant technology trials? At the same time, we're collecting migrants off the streets and housing them in this concentration camp down in Florida. What is artificial intelligence and brain chips?
Are they using a new playbook or are they using one that works? Who remembers me telling you that it's not going to be only going to be animals in Japan giving birth to hybrid humans? Sounds like what was being done in Evil and Squid Games. Okay, here we go. How are the same monsters that were here before the flood going to be born from human women. Remember, the Bible says women will be giving birth to monsters. Menstruating women will be giving birth to monsters. You don't think they're going to track the monsters? We know they are because they showed us in Sweet Tooth. No. They're already saying that the alligator Alcatraz is going to flood. Like they're already planning to cover their tracks. Okay, y'all remember my dream? I told y'all I had a dream that my daughter got snapped in half and it was babies being eaten by alligators. It was a white guy that got ate by an alligator and the baby snapped my baby in the middle of her body. The crocodiles, whatever the biggest ones is. That's what they had in them. I just told y'all about my dream I had, and it was flooding in a neighborhood, and then it flooded in Alligator Alley. Remember? I said it. Well, I woke up shaking because it was so terrifying to see those alligators swimming through the water at the people. It's the same thing. Now you know what I did think about? Seeing as how there were people here before the American Indians that we know as the American Indians were here, right? And there was all of this land that was taken even from these people. And then from the other folks, okay? I wonder if all of the places where these floods are happening, if it's places where there were a lot of black and indigenous people that were massacred. Because don't forget that the blood still cries up to God's ears. This. Think about that. Hello. I seen the place, and it looks like the place of fear for the Walking Dead. Interesting. Think about that. The earth knows how many bodies was laid there and bled to death in these areas. How many different people were massacred to build these beautiful cities where they flooded cities and just unalived all the people that lived there, like Lake Lanier and all these other places. Oh, hello. What you think? I bet you if we go and look at where some of these places are heading, it's been some crazy stuff going on. Like 100 years ago, 150 years ago, 90 years ago, 70 years ago. And from what is learned from Vampire Diaries and the originals, just because time passed doesn't mean those spaces still don't carry not only the blood, but the ritual power, that can be used to do a thing. Come on. Because remember now, that's the whole reason God started destroying the earth the first time. Remember? The blood of the slain people was crying up to heaven saying, when are you going to avenge us? This is why Michael and his homeboys came down and started fighting with the giants and making them turn on themselves. And negative energy attracts evil spirits. Here we go. Some of this could be right place, wrong time. I saw that a boat caught on fire and some people died the holiday at Lake Lanier or got messed up or something. A boat caught fire and didn't 3 people die? I saw, and you know what's crazy? I told my daughters, don't go down to the city to the fireworks downtown, right? It was like, oh my God, Mom. I said, don't go down there. You wanna know what happened? Like 6 people got shot. 3 underage kids died. One kid was laid up, I guess, or two kids was laid. Excuse me, two kids died, I think. He said we got to go over here and identify this boy. But three of the kids that people was shot was underage, and three of the old people that was shot was over 18. Six people in a 5-point star with a circle around it, just like in Chicago. I told y'all they took off that show because people was wearing suits. It's not niggas killing other niggas. It's exactly what we saw in the Exorcist show. They need them. They need those organs for these rituals that they're doing. I just found out Louisiana City. That's where they flooded most of the indigenous and black also live in Texas. Yeah. Now, y'all ready for something else? Two things. Okay? Two things. Yesterday, I kept hearing Big Beautiful Bill. Big Beautiful Bill. Big Beautiful Bill. B, B, B. Right? Same in Chicago. I was working all the way up until midnight. And right when it hit 12, like magical clockwork, I'm trying to tell you, Mari. Big Beautiful Bill. Did y'all know that a lowercase b is used as a 6? In some, I think it's called stylized writing. In stylized writing, I looked it up yesterday. The number 6 is also used as a lowercase b. Six, 6, 6. Tell me they not slick. Tell me they not slick. I looked it up yesterday. I said, wait a minute. And I know it ain't nothing but God. I know it ain't nothing but God. I said, here we go. Well, first off, I did a screenshot. How I write the number 6 and the letter B, right? It says the shapes of the numeral 6 and the letter B can be visually similar, leading to occasional substitutions in creative contexts. For example, in some number plate designs, the number 6 is used to mimic the letter B. In the numerical context, the letter B can be used to represent the number 2, while the number 6 is typically represented by the numeral 6. However, in some situations, like in stylized number plates or certain types of code, 6 might be used to resemble the letter B. Like Big Beautiful Bill, 666, and every single thing in there is Revelations 13 coming to pass. No? Y'all think that's a reach? Code, it says. B's are used for 6s. Big Beautiful Bill, 666. No? says in stylized writing they use B's in code for sixes. So then what is that? And they keep saying it all over. Big beautiful bill, big beautiful bill, big beautiful bill. 666, 666, 666. Can you go to Revelations 13? The end of it. The last scripture in Revelations 13 and tell me what you see. The last scripture in Revelations 13. Tell me what you see. I gotta run to the restroom. Mm, 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 mm. Real quick, I need you to go look at the United Nations Summit thing that be behind them. And I also need you to go look at CERN and tell me what you see, please. What you see? What about the Better Business Bureau? What about that? Oh my God, it just hit me. Unless I'm wrong, I looked up how many presidents have there been in the 21st century, and guess who is the sixth? Interesting. Interesting. They got you used to seeing it. Tell me they ain't been playing in our face. Tell me they ain't been playing in our face. You think I'm crazy? Or do you see it too? They keep throwing that out there. Big, beautiful bill. Big, it's lowercase b's. It's sixes in code and stylized writing. Okay. Okay. You said BBB 13, 13, 13. Revelations 13. Okay. In GA, there were 13 beating incidents, 13 the number of completion, 2 deaths, and 1. I don't know that the number 13 is completion. I thought it was 13 was rebellion. I thought 13 was rebellion. Boating. Okay. Interesting. I didn't know. I thought 7 was completion. I could be wrong, but I get where you're going with it. Crazy. Whatever it is, they've been playing in our face. Because everything about that big, beautiful bill, the bees that look like sixes, is every single thing that God said was going to happen when the Antichrist came to power. And guess what? Not only that, tell me if you heard this before, just real quick. I said, I believe I said that, but we just gonna keep it going. We just gonna keep it going. Look at this. Oh, come on. I hope they didn't take it down. I think they did. That sucks. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Anyway, there was a young white woman on here, and she said they are going to try to sneak and sacrifice the red heifers without us knowing. I don't know where it is. I said, well, I believe I was saying that. Dang. I can't find it, y'all. I can't find it. He said, I remember being 7 and reading the book of Revelation. I used to sit up praying revelations wouldn't happen in my lifetime. Now look at me leaving it. Girl, me and my son was just talking about that. Okay. Okay. It's the Temple Institute that posted that. I seen it. Okay, so you seen it? Somebody posted it. She said it will be in like August when it's 42 months of that man being here. Well, 42 months that we've been on the scene. They already sacrificed one. We know this. Right? But didn't I tell you they gonna try to hide it? Interesting. So God told us the month? While they trying to hide it, God had already told us August, September. Count the months from when they found them. Hello. Do y'all realize that we getting ready to see the Antichrist? We're also getting ready to see Elijah and Enoch. Y'all realize we can see them by the end of the year. This is crazy. We can see them by the end of the year. Because once he sit in there, they got to show up. What if some of them fireballs that they've been seeing walking around over there is actually them as the balls of light that we see the angels described as? You said August during my birthday month. It's crazy. This part. Think about it, because once he show up, they got to show up. If they ain't already here and we just don't know about it. Because think about all of these meteors that's been falling out the sky, and these balls of light, and all of these chariots of light that's been circling around and doing all of this. They could already be here. Because the signs already in the heavens. I don't know what day. Think about it. Everybody's been seeing stuff they've never seen before in the heavens. I need to go put some salt on my chicken, y'all, so it can defrost quickly. Hold on. Yes, I'm greedy because I'm getting hungry, and I'm about to figure this out real quick. Sorry about that. Yeah, I forgot. I took it out, but I didn't put it in no salt water. I needed to hurry up. I needed to hurry up. Banking on the latter because they wouldn't want to air it out or put it on TV, for it would cause great call to salvation. Come on. Listen. Did we talk about them hiding it? They gonna be and already did it. Now, what if they put on a public spectacle? Say they do go ahead and do it on TV. We already know that they already practiced with one, what, 2 months ago, 3 months ago? They already practiced with one. And remember, I said that was probably the real one. Because they got armed guards and all of this. Nah, they're not going to be trying to tell everybody when that happened. Not the real one. And right after that, everything about that temple and temple institute started coming out. Think about it. Which is probably why the war over there has gotten more deadly, because it says everywhere that man go, death follows him. If he's sitting in Israel, it makes sense as to why all those people over there in what's the name are dying. And the live airing don't be live airing, but a broadcast at different times. This part. They playing in. I mean, if they're not going to tell us about hurricanes. Now, remember in Left Behind and Thief in the Night when they took over the radio systems? Remember when they took over all of the broadcasting, the radio, the TV, everything? Y'all remember? Do we see it happening now with them controlling what information we get and what information we don't? Now listen, if you think back to Left Behind, okay? Think back to Left Behind. Okay? When the man unalived the people, they went with the story he told them. Tell me that's not going on right now, even though it wasn't the truth. Even though Kirk Cameron seen him with his own eyes. It's about to thunder. No way it's raining. And it's sunny outside. Why is it thundering and it's bright and sunny? Y'all heard that thunder? It's bright and sunny outside right now. Quit playing. It is bright and 80 degrees outside and it's thunder, honey. That's interesting. Wow. Okay. It's bright and y'all seen them. Why is it thundering? And it's bright as hell outside. Okay. You know, this. You heard it. Well, family, it's been doing that a lot here in Mississippi, thundering and raining with the sun now. Yep, because the weather, when they get, man don't know how to do stuff right. Here in Clearwater, it's been like that the past few days. I keep saying that thunder sounds off. Uh-oh, the lightning is off as well. I believe it's raw in the heavens because the elements are going at it. I believe that. All them strange lights, y'all, and the light shows in the sky with no thunder, with no rain, with no nothing, and yet it's lighting up the sky. Remember, I told y'all now about the Care Bears. Remember how the Care Bears would be fighting a whole war up above the clouds that we didn't know about? It was lightning a lot before the rain yesterday. Okay. Remember we talked about the Care Bears, and we talked about they got whole kingdoms above the clouds that we don't know about, and it's evil and good up there, and they fighting back and forth. You say, yes, I'm in Florida. It's been like that where I am too. Okay. Y'all think we seeing it right now? In my announcer voice next time on Dragon Ball Z. This part, nephew. This part. We watching it. We are literally watching it. I told my brother, that's not regular. It sounds like clashing from fighting. We see in the sky in GA too. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Jobless. I was outside when it was hot, but raining and thundering. This part. So, we're right in the thick of it, y'all. More like next time on Worldwide. Oh, ×3. Listen. Y'all saw that they putting us in the groupings. That's the thing. It's just going. Everything is happening so quickly. Everything is happening super fast. And now you see why I kept telling y'all if you wait until the news is telling you, you're not gonna have very much time to get ready, because 3 or 4 months. Hell, we in July. If they do it in August, that's like 5 weeks away. 5 is grace. 5 weeks away. By the end of October, we could be seeing the one world leader. It is speeding up even faster. It is. You said we in the Cell saga where the androids pop out and then Cell does his grand revealing. Unaliving people in secret before he pop up on the TV announcing, the Cell games. This part. You said what groupings? They got America set up in zones in just like in all the dystopian movies. And the Big Beautiful Bill is broken up into sections, and you can go on there and look and see what group you're going to be in or what section you're going to be in. Zone. Yeah, because it is moving fast. Hunger Games style. Yep. You said that means Majin Buu. Sure isn't. I don't know who that is. Who is Majin Buu? And I probably didn't say it right. I bet you my son is going to know who you talking about, and probably my nephews. But I have no idea who you talking about. Is that an anime person? Put me in a club, girl. Is that... You thought about Hunger Games? I knew he was going to know. And then Mike in here, he know too. Hilarious. I figured, because I don't know it, but I know when y'all say Dragon Ball Z. Okay. See? Look it. It's the arc after sailing the dragon. Interesting. So did you guys get a chance to go watch Nathan Reynolds, the last thing he did, where he was talking about the dragon and how it was translucent and all of that? Y'all think he crazy, or y'all think he got some sense? Now I'm not saying believe everything he say, but what you said, I was telling people that's they got the area's name differently. You said, and Majin Buu is known to destroy worlds. Uh-oh. Here we go. Hmm. You said I was able to watch the non-subscribed one. Okay. I didn't know there was another one. You was watching Iron Sky. Do anything in that movie. I know it is corny and quirky. But did you see anything in there if you went and watched Iron Sky from 2012? And it was 6 forms of him too. No way. Interesting. Interesting. And it said he gonna transform himself. Also, that y'all gonna watch it today. It's corny. And we are about to see the Hunter x Hunter Chimera. Listen. I don't even know what all y'all talking about, but I bet. I'm thinking that that's beans. Pretty much. If you did get a chance to watch Iron Sky, it's very corny, but please pay attention. Okay, I watched Iron Sky yesterday. I was like, now, Auntie, why you got me watching this? Laugh out loud. You started to see this stuff. Right, I told y'all. They hybrids. Interesting. Interesting. Here we go. You gotta watch it. You not I don't want to y'all want me to just go ahead and tell y'all what I saw? So y'all don't got to, but you should want to go see it. If you paying attention to what's in the background, the dates, the times, listening to what they saying, it's everything that's right now. Everything. I'm already over stinky humans getting in my Uber, and soon as it's gonna be stinky hybrids getting in my car. Oh no, nephew, you ain't got to let them in now. Well, the hybrids probably already been in your car, and you didn't even know, nephew. Hershey Jackson. Maybe that's why when some people get out, you be like, that's a different kind of funk, because they have animal. You can't see their legs. If they got horse boots on, you don't know if they got hooves in there or not. And the way people was putting on these cat suits and then putting fur on the end of them and putting them cow boots on, you don't know. You have no idea. They got split hooves. Nephew, you don't know. Shoot, they call cars hybrids already. Getting you ready. Right, Dean. I feel they've been here since 2023. Before that, girl, 2 glitches while I was on the phone with Cindy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep. Get Grover the Seder in your back seat. That's why it smells like a haystack. Listen. For real. And then even watching his show, it made me think about so many different things. Horse Girl, all of them. The backside of the moon and what they did to the black astronaut when they caught him. You was paying attention. Who did that make you think about? You said Feed? Okay. It's called Feed? Okay. Sprays on odor band and mace aggressively. With the taper. Hilarious. So, did it make you think of anybody? The man that they gave the albanizer to? He's an African man, but he's white. He's an African man, but he's white. The Adult Swim cartoons have been in prep for this too, seeing animals doing crazy stuff. Uh-oh. BoJack Horseman. Here we go. Who was working with the Nazis, then got mad and turned on them. Did y'all see what they used to power that spaceship? Mind you, this movie was filmed in 2012. Or came out in 2012. So they was probably shooting it 2010. 2000, The Ghost Hunter and Hunger. Okay. Didn't iPhones used to light up on the bed? Or the computers, don't they light up? Don't this light up? You remember when he stepped down that thing and they was able to power up that big one? It was literally this. Okay. So I asked y'all to watch that movie, Iron Sky, yesterday or the day before, right? I asked y'all to watch it. Guess what y'all nephew told me this morning, right before I got on here? He said, Mom, and some of y'all probably got this. I said, oh, that goes along with what I asked him to do yesterday. You ready? Apple News in conversation. There's a government cover-up around UFOs. It's not just the one that you think. The real story about strange things in the sky. Listen on this week's podcast. And when he got it, it was an hour ago, and we already been on here almost 2 hours. So roughly 3 hours ago, it says there is a government cover-up around UFOs. It's not just the one you think that you think. The real story about the strange things in the sky. I asked y'all to go watch the movie about Iron Sky yesterday, and then this is the email my son got this morning at 8 o'clock in the morning in Arizona. Because they 2 hours behind, I think. I said, oh, son. Funny because Apple was in the movie, son, and they was talking about the sky and what's really going on, and that's interesting. And then there was Nazis, you mean like now, and then there was a white African, and it's just a lot going on. Now, who remembers the other day when we was playing this game, or we was looking at the game that T of y'all sent? And we pulled this card. Hitler's still alive. They done said plenty of times that it was plenty of his body doubles that they thought they killed him, and that he's still alive. And if he's not, they have his brain. Which means they can conjure that nigga. No? Y'all do realize that Hitler wasn't an antichrist, right? Just like Nero, and you heard he was down in Brazil. Okay. You said, and they hid the secret of the black moon for 47 black. Oh, okay. Cryogenic. Okay, here we go. They also allowed Hitler scientists to come to America with him as well. Here we go. So are we surprised at what we're seeing here? Or are we? There's been several antichrists throughout the generations. Brought him back. His scientists are at NASA. This part. The show Hunters at the end. They show Hitler being on an island alive. Here we go. And they also use helium-3. Interesting. That's why I wanted y'all. I know it's a cringy movie. But did y'all see in the back when they got back to Earth and he was walking and he saw those black dudes? Did y'all see in the back it said New World Order? Did you see it? To those of you, I don't know if y'all missed that. They putting it out there, that part. Y'all see it? I'm starting to think that this is a cover up for something else. Of course. Hey, Pumpkin. This book tell you that. That the aliens are ancient demons that have been here for a very long time. That's why they killed this guy. Oh, yeah. That's what this is about. All of the secrets in the labs where these ancient beings tell them. Now of course they keep editing stuff out. I wish I had my old copy because it had a lot more stuff in it, but yeah. How the demons are ancient beings that have been here for a very long time. See what it say at the top of there? New World Order. He said, well, my son has been saying that the past few days he watched Toy Story, looked at the aliens, and said, you know those are demons. This part. Fourier powers is what the Queen of Hearts used on his crew. Interesting. The Imperial Japanese mentioned. Washington, D.C. The root Takashira or Takahira understanding of 1908. Or Takira. Let's see what else we got in here. Secret plan to tag every man, woman, and child. This was a newspaper article from August 1st, 1989. You can't see it, but right there, August 1st, 1989. That's funny because what if he's revealed in August? That would be 40 years, wouldn't it? Or close to 40 years. 1989. 30-something. This article was from August the 1st, 1989. How many of y'all was born in 1989? How many of y'all wasn't born in 1989? And now RFK says in 4 years, he wants everybody to have a wearable tracking device. So many events have happened in the world in August, so I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, interesting. Let's see what it say. Okay. Ooh, these words little. It says coded microchips implanted in every person in the country would tie all of us into a master computer that could track anyone down at any moment, and plans for such a system are already underway, whether you like it or not. Interesting. Top-level national security agents are trying to convince sources in the Bush administration to begin the project in which every man, woman, and child will be implanted with a tiny transmitter, claims Davis Millerand, a critic of government intervention, who says he has received leaked information from inside sources. They're trying to say that this will be a good way for authorities to quickly track down missing persons and children, as well as criminals and spies. Does any of that sound familiar? This is a newspaper article in 1989. 1989. You can screenshot it for yourself. 1989. August the 1st, the date down here. They started with the dogs and the army folks. I remember when I was young, my auntie was telling me that babies was getting chipped. It was like the 90s. The babies was getting chipped when you went overseas, because my little cousin was born in like 87 or 88, and they gave her the option then, because he was born, I think, overseas, to get chipped, because I guess people was making sure the babies didn't come up missing off the bases or whatever. Yeah. You said you have that page bookmark. Good job. And now you're hearing it on TV. You said December 5th, 1989. Mine says August the 1st. Yours say December 5th? Mine say December 1st. No, they didn't change. Or I'm sorry, August 1st. Every man free and bond. Or however Revelations put it this part. You said this sounds like the Squid Games. I haven't watched it. Family. Our classes is popping up off the page all day long. Everything we studied. So I hope you all are preparing yourselves. I really do. I saw and then I'm gonna go, because I'm about to go make me some food. Somebody did an AI thing, and I felt like y'all would enjoy it.
You will be here for all eternity. I cast out devils!
Now, I want to say, do y'all remember when I came on here calling people Brother Biscuit and stuff like that? Brother Biscuit, Sister Cupcake. Y'all remember? Y'all remember I used to say that? Brother Biscuit and Sister whoever. I find it interesting that this is Pastor Pork Chop. Pastor Pork Chops. Y'all think they used to be in our class? Whoever this person is. Pastor Pork Chop, really? Interesting. And I think I remember seeing them in our classes before, but we'll move on.
I built churches! Please don't leave me here. Confess, I stole from the collection plate. I lied to my congregation. Forgive me. I cheated the people. I have stolen money from the church. I cheated on my wife. Lord, forgive me for my sins against the church. I stole, I lied. Please forgive me. I cheated the people. I have stolen money from the church. I cheated on my wife. Lord, have mercy on my soul. Oh, Lord, forgive me. Yeah, they used to call me Ghost. Street said I moved like smoke. Couldn't touch me. Couldn't trace me. I had it all. Blocks on lock. Money so long it needed bodyguards. Cars, girls, penthouses, and fear. I sold fear better than I sold crack. I was the king. And I thought kings don't answer to nobody. But I forgot one thing. Every kingdom got a king above it. He ain't never been impressed with my crown made of blood. He sent signs, dreams.
Y'all hear that yelling and going on in the background? Y'all see them big old black things that's gonna be there? With the bloodshot eyes, the stuff that we saw, that we read about in Enoch. Y'all heard the wailing. It ain't never gonna be quiet. While it's hot and cold and you being tortured and all of that, and that's where you want to go. Well, fine. Tell me that's not crazy. People think it's a game. He said that too. People told me it wasn't real. People told me it wasn't real. Yeah. Oh, he didn't get finished. Look.
Warnings. Even let me survive when that bullet should have stopped my heart in 03. He ain't never been impressed with my crown made of blood. He sent signs, dreams, warnings. Even let me survive when that bullet should have stopped my heart in 03. I thought I was lucky. Nah, that was mercy. You know what's funny? Down here, I'd give everything I ever made for just 1 minute. One more chance to tell my little cousin, get out the game. One more chance to kneel. But time don't live here.
He said time don't live here.
Don't cry for me. Cry for yourself if you're still out there. If you still running on your block like I did, thinking death is the worst that can happen, death ain't the end, it's the door. And this is what's behind it if you choose wrong. Don't be like me.
You said Ezra, Baruch, and Enoch all in one. You said I'm just putting it all. Uh-oh. Whoever did them AI did get the point across. You gotta think. He said, ain't no time here. If I could just have one moment, there is no more time over there. That's all it is time. And that reminded me of that man that was in the lake of fire and he asked Abraham for a cup of water. Lazarus. Wasn't it Lazarus? I thought he said, or the poor man. It said the rich man and the poor man. Okay. And, okay. Change your whole view about wanting to hold on to anything here, don't it? Do it. You You said BBB provides funding to the space programs and the Golden Dome Project. And Home Depot. Oh, you said still trying to get home. Interesting. CERCA, I think they're in class because they started off with the pastors. That's funny. Y'all, it be a lot of people in our classes. It's so detailed. That's why they said, because they didn't know from the KJV. Yep. So all I'm gonna say, get y'all stuff ready. I'm about to go make my chicken and my cauliflower rice and some other food, but probably some greens. I really want that with some hot sauce on them. I ain't got no smoked meat to put in there, but that's okay. Or maybe I do. I just need to look for it. Oh, I got some salt pork. I do have some. Anyway, I love y'all, and we'll do something maybe later. I've been trying to get stuff together, so there's that. I'm gonna quit neglecting my responsibilities in this house, cause I could come talk to y'all anytime. Some of y'all gonna be up, but I gotta start doing what I'm supposed to do around this house too, cause I was letting stuff slide and I can't keep doing it, cause it's only me here, and I be pulling out all these books and moving all this stuff, and then it just be sitting here looking at me, look at it. So I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna get up and make me some baked chicken and some food, and then if I don't go to sleep, I'll come back and talk to y'all. Is that okay? Is that all right? I was studying some stuff last night, but I already know I need to eat before I be trying to teach, because I might be grouchy. So I love y'all too. Wait, Tony Pickles, I said I don't want no sponsorability. That part. You said no more. I don't want no sponsorability no more. That's how I've been feeling, trying to organize and get things together, because I don't know what the next movie is. This. Me too. Yeah. All of that. And plus, stuff is just out of whack. Like, if I got to pick up and go, I need the most important things ready. You hear me? That stuff need to be at the top, but not able to get messed up. You know? So we need to be knowing where our emergency stuff, if we got to take our stuff and go, like, we got to know where that stuff is. Because these niggas ain't about to tell us nothing. You hear me? They not going to tell us nothing. So if you got survival stuff, make sure the most important things are always exactly where you know if you got to snatch it and go. That. All your documents you need. I love y'all for real. Yes. I love you too, Niecy Pooh. I love everybody. That's why we about to do what we about to do. This is scary stuff, but we're entering the realm of Yep, great idea to test your stuff too. I love y'all too, Pumpkin. I do. I love y'all. I will talk to y'all later. I'm about to go make my chicken. See y'all later. Just at the flea market looking for a bag. And funny, they didn't have any there. They're always there. Interesting. Listen, things is about to change very quickly and people don't believe it. And that's sad. But they gonna see. Nigga, we gonna see. See y'all in a minute.